Back at the apartment building, someone is ringing the doorbell and a henchman answers it. Surprisingly, the mob gang didn't recognize the two from before with their new look, introducing now themselves as the attorneys of the building. Ban is offering them a suitcase full of cash for them to leave the place, and the leader asks how much did he bring. The hero now takes off his sunglasses and tells everyone that he is not lying. That makes everyone to look at his eyes. Then he opens the suitcase showing full of dried leaves, and Ban tells them it's a lot of money, of course. The mob gets angry, and then laughs picking up the leaves, believing they hit a jackpot with all these cash. Everyone is also in the hero's illusion using his evil eye, but Ginji is worried that the effect will last only for 1 minute and then they're toast. Good thing the gang leader already closes the suitcase, as they now all leave the place. The two laughs as they pull off the most nerve-cracking job they had so far. Next, Heaven meets up with them, then she introduces the real owner of the building, which is their next client. Next scene, an odd-looking man named Otaki greets the heroes with beautiful girls by his side. Then he explains about the job that they will do, which is to retrieve an item stolen by his political opponent. He shows the exact destination point where the item will be dropped, alongside with these so-called transporters. Right now, this box is gonna be delivered to the said drop point, and Ban asks about the content of the box. The client refuses to reveal it, but he is willing to give them 20 million yen if they succeeded the assignment. Ban being greedy, he doesn't want the 20 million yen. Instead, he wants the 1/10 of what's inside that box, in which the client reluctantly agreed. On the road, Ginji is curious on why Ban didn't just accept the offer of the big bucks. His friend shows him an article about their client, that he recently recovered a sunk battleship with platinums in it. Ban added, platinum is more expensive than gold, and if things go well, they can rack up to 30 million yen. On the opposite side, a villain group known as Transporters heard the intel about their rival hiring these retrievers. Don't worry, one says, we are the best in the business. Composing of a girl named Lady Poison, Mr. No Break, and the last one is known as Dr. Jackal. But the girl is worried, having to realize that their opponents are not normal, especially the guy named Mita Ban. Meanwhile, the two are preparing for the arrival of the truck, and Ban reminds Ginji of what he will do. Ginji says leave it all to me, and the two both laugh, adding it will be a piece of cake. The truck unexpectedly shows up suddenly and Ginji lowers the bar to stop it. He also added his electricity to operate some more blockages, but surprisingly, the truck just smashed through all of it. A car chase ensues and the two boys are persistent to finish their job, but the truck seems to be getting more faster than their vehicle. Good thing Ban has a backup plan, in which he activates the nitro engine of his car, making it 3 times faster. As expected, they caught up with the truck, but as soon as they aligned themselves with it, they are greeted by this beautiful girl and then releases a perfume on the air. Ban knows the girl and warns Ginji to hold his breath, but it was too late. His friend is already mesmerized by the strange scent, making him wants to snuggle up with Ban while he's driving. The car flies straight into the air because of it. Off to the cliff they go, and now bouncing off the river bank. For some reason, good fate has been handed with these two boys, and they all just get a wet suit out of that strange accident. Next, the enemies are not done yet when Mr. No Brakes are going to hit them with a running truck. But Ban quickly uses his evil eye, making the enemy sees a giant T-Rex in front of him, making him swerve the highway. Mr. No Brakes is a good driver. He still managed to regain control of the truck and continues to drive the road. After that, the two heroes wanted to still chase after them and starts their vehicle. Ginji then asks what happened to him. It feels like he becomes a monkey for a bit a while ago. Ban explains that it was done by the girl named Himiko, who uses deadly perfumes to manipulate her enemies. It seems also that Ban used to know her a very long time ago. Soon after, they finally caught up with the truck, and the villains decided that they should face them once and for all. They tell Mr. No Brakes to stop the truck, and the two boys noticed it from afar. Once they got out of their vehicle, the girl Himiko also gets out of the truck and then angrily stares at our hero Ban. The villain formally introduces themselves representing the transportation service, and then Dr. Jackal says he has a proposition with the heroes. He added, if they turn around now and give up the retrieval job, then he won't kill them anymore. But the two boys are not afraid of him. To them he's just big talks and nothing more. Then Dr. Jackal says he's gonna count up to 5, so they must decide quickly. He starts counting 1. And then 2. And then 3. By the time of 4 he swoops in behind them, surprising the two, and slicing them afterwards. Good thing they have quick reflexes and manage to avoid the attack, and then Ginji says he'll take care of the guy while Ban pursues the item. Dr. Jackal laughs, and says how kind of a friend he is facing him alone. Then he disappears again in front of Ginji, now going behind him once more. The hero's power somehow ejected him away from the villain, and Dr. Jackal's hand is still feeling the electrocution on his hand. Then Genji whips out his belt and warns the enemy about wearing synthetic fiber coat. He grapples him with the use of the belt and electrocuted him once more, now burning the enemy's sleeves. The enemy's clothes catches fire, so he decided to take it off, revealing his big scar on his body. And with a flick of an eye, he pulls out 4 scalpel out of thin air in his hands. Meanwhile, Ban uses his snake bite capable of inflicting 200 kilograms of force towards the iron door of the truck. He now sees the box, but then the truck releases its trailer, leaving only its body and wheels. After that, Himiko appears behind him and says it's been a while since they see each other. The girl jumps, attacking the hero, and Ban's quick moves subjugated the girl on the floor. He says she's too slow. Little did he know, she comes prepared and releases a scent of her flaming perfume. But Ban knows the trick on how to avoid it just by positioning himself where the wind blows away from it. Then he warns her of just giving up or his snake bite will kill her. She just chuckles and says, "You'll kill me with the same hand that killed my brother." Mr. No Brakes on the other hand distracted them by quickly making a full turn, which Ban loses his balance and inhaling the scent. He quickly jumps out of there to avoid further damage, but it seems some of the scent still managed to take effect and he spits fire from his mouth. Next, the truck is heading on Genji's direction and Ban shouts to move out of the way. But somehow, Genji is not moving from where he stands. He's just so distracted that he didn't notice Dr. Jackal pierces him with a scalpel on his chest. Ban shouts his name and the villain warns him to not do anything stupid or he'll finish off his friend right away. Himiko tells her comrade to not kill him and just bring him with them as a hostage instead. And so they did, leaving Ban behind. Later, Himiko taunts Genji of how the mighty has fallen, that they captured the used to be known as Thunderlord quite easily. But Genji says he doesn't like to be called with that name, and she asks why is he hanging out with that cold-blooded snake Ban. Genji defended his friend, saying he used to feel like standing alone in the rain, but that changes when he met him. Ban teaches him that life is fun with friends around you that you can trust. He also offers Himiko to join the retrieval team with them, and that Ban would be happy to have her. This just pisses off Himiko to her core, and shouts at him that his so-called friend took away her only brother. She added, "By now I'm sure your friend abandoned you already," fearing for his life. But Genji is all trusting. He smiles and says to her that he believes that Ban would come to his rescue. Right on cue, Ban arrives and is just right on their tail, now calling Genji's name if he's still alive. His customized car shoots a cable wire to the truck connecting to it, and the two villain jumps off to prevent him from interfering with their transport. Ban jumps above them, not noticing the perfume that Himiko left behind on top of the truck. Unfortunately, Ban inhaled its scent, causing him to be engulfed in flame from his inside. Dr. Jackal is disappointed, saying he didn't even have the chance to fight him. But lo and behold, in front of them is this huge face of flaming dragon that shocks the two, now grappling Dr. Jackal with its flaming claw. The monster smile. After that, the reality of space shatters all around them. 1 minute has passed, and they realize that it's all fake now, seeing Genji smiling. It's actually the evil eye of Ban took place, and it's already too late for them cause Genji jumps off with the box, finally retrieving it. The two once again reunited as they are successful getting the item back.